Well, I mean, the first thing to say is perhaps strong means strong in a European context, right? So we're not expecting growth in either of those two countries at a pace that would make people in large parts of Asia excited, let alone even in the US. I don't think people will get too excited. But I think the reason we're a little bit more optimistic about Spain is twofold. One, that Spain has done some structural reforms. And I think it's beginning to bear the fruits of those structural reforms. One part of that is in the labour market, and so there's an adjustment in the Spanish labour market which is allowing competitiveness and productivity to improve. And also Spain has probably made deeper progress in terms of cleaning up its banking system and maybe allowing the credit system in Spain to reboot, allow broad money to expand, and that will support the economy. So those are all sort of longer term positive news about Spain. I think though it's also important to keep in mind that a big part of the reason why Spain has been in recession over the last few years is that it's gone through in 2012 and 2013 a very abrupt austerity program in the face of a lot of market pressure to improve its fiscal situation. And looking, last year in 2014 and also again now into 2015, in part because the economy has begun to stabilise and market confidence has to some extent returned, but also given the electoral timetable, we have elections in Spain coming up at the end of this year, the pace of austerity has slackened off. And then through a more direct mechanism, if the government is not slashing spending and raising taxes, that gives a little bit more breathing space to the private sector. And so there's also a revival which reflects not the fact that there's no further need for fiscal adjustment, but that fiscal adjustment is postponed and backloaded, and that's giving a little bit more scope for growth in 2015.